Time for another vlog. This one is going to be all about social networking as a mermaid. Yeah, I was feeling kind of like shabby with my last videos. My hair was everywhere, no makeup, you know, really terrible backdrops. And now we've got my beautiful Marbella's tail here in the background, a little bit of ambience. I've got this beautiful fountain over here because you can't really see it that well, and we had bubbles blowing, and then the bubble machine like committed suicide and jumped off the desk and destroyed itself. So no bubbles, sorry. So today we're going to talk about social networking because it's extremely important to a mermaid career. A lot of people use paid for advertising, and you know what? It still can work, but it's really one of those things where go big or go home, because little advertising, like taking out classifieds in your paper or something like that, may not be as effective to someone like a mermaid, because people need to see what we're doing in order to understand it. If you just put a little text ad, mermaid for hire, people aren't going to get it. Trust me. So I don't want you to waste your money. Let's look at some of the online things that you can use for free. So there are tons of social networking websites. So there's Facebook, which I really need to talk about all on its own, so I'm going to save it for the end. Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and like so many others. Like DeviantArt is also really good as well. The big key thing to making these things work is to be able to link them all together. So most of them have integration built into them. So you can link your Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter so that when you make a post in one area, it goes to the other areas as well. So you may have followers on your Twitter or your YouTube that you don't have on your Facebook, and vice versa. Each social networking group has its own pros and cons. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. So Instagram is really popular with the younger crowd. You don't have a lot of older people on Instagram unless they're celebrities, and it's usually run by like a PR person. Sometimes you get accounts who are run by the real person. A lot of celebrities use social networking called Who Say, and it's made just for celebrities, and it has their Instagram, their Twitter, their Facebook built into it, so they make a post on Who Say, and then it all goes through everything else. Would you like all my hand talking? It's such a Canadian, French-Canadian thing. So yeah, we've got things like that. So with Instagram, like the big way to get Instagram to work for you is the hashtags. The hashtags are important. That's how people browse everything. That's how they find everything. So there's lots of existing hashtags, and then make some up yourself. Like I made up merwrangler as a hashtag, and now you can click on merwrangler and see tons of stuff. On Instagram, you're going to mostly get mermaid fans following you, not necessarily business, unless you start following local businesses on Instagram. Then you may have the opportunity to branch out and network with those people, and maybe they'll hire you for something, so that does work. Tumblr is similar. You'll get a lot of fan-based people, but maybe not so many gigs. I've never gotten a gig through Tumblr, but I've gotten media coverage through Tumblr. And Tumblr, just like Instagram, has a lot of younger users. And the best way to use it, again, is the hashtags. You want to use the tags because that's how people are going to find your stuff. And you want to do obvious tags like mermaid. If you're doing mermaid stuff, you want the mermaid tag, so make your tags a little obvious. Twitter is awesome. I love Twitter. I've gotten lots of work through Twitter. I've gotten lots of media through Twitter. And a lot of my local fame comes from Twitter. So the best way to use Twitter is to integrate all your contacts into it so that you can follow all your friends and they can follow you. Get your fans on there, but then follow every local business, local group, local organization, local venue, anybody who could possibly book you for something. You want to follow them and interact with them. The key to Twitter is interaction, and they do use hashtags and everything, but I find if you can get involved and you do follow Fridays and things like that, Twitter will work wonders for you. Even though you've only got those little bit of characters to work with, it's still such a good business thing. And it is built in with Facebook, and the nice thing about Twitter is if you have Twitter followers and you have it linked into Facebook, they will see every single one of your updates because all of your updates will get posted to Twitter. So it's a nice way to get around the whole Facebook reach thing, which we're going to talk about in a minute. LinkedIn is really good if you're trying to be as professional as possible. You're marketing yourself as a performer, or you're selling stuff or whatever. You'll see a lot of famous mermaids already on there, like Hannah Fraser and Mermaid Linden and people like that. So LinkedIn is more like resume based and qualification based, but it can be really good for more businessy opportunities. So through that and a program here in Halifax, I got to go to an entrepreneur fair where I got to meet other entrepreneurs and network and made a lot of cool connections, and it was a really awesome feeling. I actually had some fans at the entrepreneur fair, so how cool was that? Like totally random. So yeah, LinkedIn is great for that. Google Plus is actually, is it being totally deleted? Are they getting rid of it, Sean?
They're toning it down and remodeling it.
Yeah, they're toning Google Plus down and remodeling it. There's been some news about it. I personally have not found Google Plus to work for me, but a lot of photographers find it works for them, so it may be a place to network with your photos. Photo and art websites are also a great way to get your image out there. So DeviantArt is one I've been using for actually 11 years come this June. It's crazy. I have a huge, huge fan base on DeviantArt. And they follow all my art and my modeling and my mermaid stuff, and now I've got actually several accounts because I decided to make an account just for my mermaid stuff. I've had so much support through DeviantArt, it's crazy. I've met so many local artists and photographers to work with, it's crazy. Got involved in so many projects from it and sell prints, so that's really awesome as well. I run a mermaid group on DeviantArt. It's deviantartmermaids.deviantart.com, so if you make mermaid art or you like mermaid art, you can join my group and submit some art. So just put that little plug there because I love my DeviantArt mermaids. It's awesome. I met a lot of mermaids in the community in the early days on DeviantArt, so it's a great way to meet other mermaids. So we get to Facebook. Facebook used to be like the be-all, end-all for running your business. Because if you had 12,000 fans, you actually had 12,000 fans. It was like having a personalized newsletter, and all your stuff would go out to people on Facebook. But nowadays, it's totally different. Facebook went public, which meant people can buy the stock from Facebook, and so now they're all about making as much money as possible. I mean, most companies usually are, but I mean, they really pushed it because now they have shareholders and things that they have to make happy. So some of the changes that came is that they turned down, first of all, you don't see pages in your regular newsfeed. So if you like my page, you're probably not going to see it in your newsfeed. That's because they've turned the reach down. Instead of it being 100%, meaning all my fans who subscribe to my page see all my stuff, it is 0.5%. So I have almost 13,000 legitimate fans. About 100 people will see a post, if I'm lucky. And of those 100 people, about 30 or 40 will like or comment on it. 2 years ago, before Facebook started screwing with all this stuff, all of my fans would see my posts, and I would have posts go viral, 300-400 likes and loads of comments. And when people liked and commented, it would show up on their newsfeed, which means that other people are getting exposure to it. So it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It was like the best model for trying to promote your business, because you could do it locally and you could do it internationally online. And it was great for making things go viral. So it's not so much anymore. It's really, really frustrating. And a lot of us are struggling with it because you're trying to put new content out and nobody's seeing it. So the trick to Facebook that I have found is looking at the analytics. It will tell you when you get the most views on your post. So for me, it's 4 p.m. my time. If I make a post at 4 p.m. on my time, more people are going to see it. If I give it a nice big description with lots of keywords, more people are going to see it. If I tag some people, more people are going to see it. Even doing all that work, it is still 0.5% of my fan base, which sucks because you work so hard to get all these fans. And some people are abusing Facebook big time. It's not helping their business any, but they're trying to make it help their image and their popularity. So I'm going to talk to you about people faking likes. So how people fake likes, there's different way to get likes, all right? You get likes by sharing your stuff around the web, different content. Someone comes in and likes your page and they're subscribed to it, whatever. You can pay for advertisement. I'm talking legitimate Facebook advertising where an ad runs until X amount of people like your page or X amount of people click on the ad or whatever. There's outside websites where people do like exchanges. So it's like, hey, I'm a mermaid. I'll like any page that has to do with the ocean or conservation if you'll like mine. So whale conservation group comes along, goes, hey Raina, I'm gonna like your page and you like ours, and it's a like exchange. You see that? And we're both mutually benefiting from it. And you can do it with local businesses as well. So there's outside websites that do that. Facebook has realized that people do not want to pay to promote their stuff. I can pay to promote a post, and I can pay $100, and it's still not going to get shown to all of my fans, and it'll get shown to people who aren't even in my demographic. So I'm in Halifax. I promote a post about people can pay us to do a birthday party, and people in Australia are getting my post. And like, how is that helping me at all? So, and I've wasted $100. So I don't really feel that that works. And I've tried it, and I've tried Facebook advertising, and honestly, I feel like it's crap. And Facebook knows this. They know that some people will pay for it, like the people with the big money. But they know that then there's people like us who won't, and we still want people to think that we're doing well, and we want the image of success. So there are these alternative websites where you go and you pay money for a certain amount of fake likes. Now, they're fake likes. They are one of two things. There's been big exposés on this. There's been documentary, like I'm going to link my proof in the description so you can see this for yourself if you don't believe me. So there's two types of likes. There is the one where Facebook pays people like $1 per every 100 that they like. And they're usually in poorer countries, and they sit on a work computer, and all they do is like Facebook pages all day. So your number goes up. You've paid money, your number goes up. Is it a legitimate fan who wants to see your mermaid stuff? No. It's a poor guy being paid $1 every time he likes 100 pages. And Facebook will often catch, if someone does too many liking too quickly, it'll think it's a spam bot. So they'll get deleted anyway, so then he's got to start all over. So, and it's like Facebook does not directly own these companies, but it's all like seedy and behind the scenes, and you'll see that in some of the videos and the proof I'm going to post for you in the description. So is that something that you want? Do you want a bunch of fake fans, like people who aren't actually liking your stuff because they want to see it? The other thing is just straight up fake. Straight up fake, they're bots. It's not real. It's a script that gets run to like your page and keep the numbers going up. And Facebook doesn't make any money off those, so they try to catch them all the time. So you pay $100 for 500 likes. And if it happens too fast, Facebook recognizes it as a spam bot. So you've got your 500 likes, they come in like 20 minutes, and then Facebook knocks it down to 200. So you've wasted your money to make fake fans on your page, not real people at all, and then you've lost your money because Facebook has knocked it away anyway. So people are doing this like crazy, and it's incredibly obvious when they do it. You can see somebody who has had no media exposure, nothing go viral, nothing, and then suddenly in a day they've jumped 10,000 fans. Like, totally not cool. And it's not real, and it causes problems because it upsets Facebook's algorithm, so it makes it difficult for everybody, not just that person. And it also it drives their reach even lower. But then, other companies have come in now, and they sell packages where not only can we increase your Facebook likes, we'll add a bunch of fake likes to your posts and add a bunch of fake shares to your posts. In fact, if you pay us $100 a week, we will give you unlimited increase in your Facebook likes and your Facebook shares and your Facebook post likes. But again, it is not real people. It's not being shared with a bunch of other people. You're not going to get business from it. And it's just, to me, if I was a client and I caught a potential person doing this, I would think, wow, if they're lying about that, what else are they lying about? How seedy are the rest of their business practices? Now, there's a good way to check if somebody is doing this, okay? You can click on the likes on their page, and it'll take you to a window, and you can see their most popular city. When people buy fake fan page likes, there are certain cities that always come up. One is Bangkok. So you got someone who lives in LA, or lives in Florida, or lives in Canada, and they have 10,000s of fans in Bangkok. Very popular in Bangkok. Yeah, not suspicious at all. You can also see their own analytics, a little chart, and you can literally see where, okay, we've got our normal amount of maybe a couple hundred likes a week, and then boom, 10,000 in a day, and then boom, back down, and nothing has happened to give them that. Now, granted, there are rare instances in which people are actually getting popular in these rare places. For instance, Cyrena, who is a mermaid in the East, was able to get me involved in an interview for Eastern Mermaids, which is really cool. So Modern Mermaids in Asia, I think the link was called. So for a day, I got about 50 new fans from this Yahoo article. 50, you know, it's pretty cool. It wasn't like 10,000, it was like 50. So that was pretty cool. So you can see things like that might happen. Or I had an article in France, so I got some French fans. And so for a day, my most popular city changed to France, and then the next day it went back to Halifax, Nova Scotia. But when you look at these people, it should make sense. So when you look at Hannah Fraser, her most popular city is LA, and that's where she is. That's where most of her fan base is, and that's where she's getting a lot of her gigs. So that makes sense, right? You look at Merbella's, and their most popular city is in Florida, right? Doesn't that make sense? And she's based in Florida, and she has a huge amount of local fans in Florida. But Bangkok. Let me look at some more, and I'll tell you some of the others. And then you can be your own judge and check out these popular pages and decipher yourself if they actually are popular or not. So, oh my, this person has jumped like 30,000 likes in a week. Yeah. Let's see. Quezon City. Isn't that interesting? Quezon City. That's their most popular city. And then we have this person. Let me see. The cat. Sean's trying to keep the cat from meowing. Oh, this person almost has 200,000. Bangkok. Again. Isn't that interesting, Kitty? Don't you find it interesting that all these popular mermaids are so popular in Bangkok? Yeah, it makes me upset too. Isn't that just an interesting coincidence? Coincidental? That they both just happen to be, I know, isn't it awful? Popular in Bangkok? How strange. How very strange. Then we have another person here. Let's see. Just so strange that these two mermaids who have so much, such a huge, varied fan base, would just happen to have so many fans in Bangkok. Oh, this person's most popular city isn't even a city. It's male. The last time I checked their page, it was table. So isn't that just fun? Facebook pages are being changed on May 3rd. They're going to totally change the way it looks, and it sucks. I've beta tested it. It sucks. I think likes on Facebook pages are going to become less and less important because they're going to stop showing you exactly what the likes are. Instead of my likes saying 12,899, it would say 12.8. That was what I have. So it's going to become less and less important because it really means less and less. It really doesn't matter if you have 100,000 fans if only 0.5% of them are actually seeing it. I have my own personal opinions on how Facebook should change that, but they don't seem to listen to me. So my advice for you is, you know what, a Facebook page is fun. It's a great way to connect with people, but it is becoming less and less a place for actually getting yourself business and actually getting yourself noticed. You can have a nice little bubble, which is cool, and I like going on my Facebook account and having my fans, but my business doesn't come from Facebook. My business comes from people liking what I do locally and telling other people, and it comes from handing out business cards and sending out flyers and contacting organizations personally and making videos and getting media coverage, and Facebook can certainly help with that, but it's not the be all end all. So yeah, you know what, social networking can be a very key component, but it should not be your only component. So please, if you're not getting work, don't get upset and blame it all on your social networking. Sometimes you just gotta do good old-fashioned elbow grease and just get down there and get into the dirt and get into the trenches, as they say, and just promote yourself and meet some people and connect and physically talk to people one-to-one and let them see what you're doing as a mermaid. There's tons more tips about how to promote yourself online and how to actually advertise for yourself effectively and how to get paying work in my book. MakeMeAMermaid.com is the website you can get to. I wish I had a book to hold up for you, but I don't. I am also making awesome mermaid tail kits that you can buy, beginner kits. So mermaid starter kits is what they're called. I have a tail kit that can help you repair your tail and make it long lasting. I've got a makeup kit, which will, help you get all like, ooh, and I'm pairing up with mermaid minerals for that. I'm super stoked. I'm going to have a Merbella's kit specifically for Merbella's clients. I've got a chlorine kit for protecting all this lovely stuff from the chlorine, because chlorine sucks. And there's so much more. So you know what? You can check my Facebook for updates, but I've also got a nice blog and other updates on our website, halifaxmermaids.com. Check me out on Tumblr and YouTube and Twitter as HFX Mermaid. That's another key thing that can help you is making it all have the same name. We also have a Halifax Mermaid Facebook page that is more for local stuff that you can check out. And I hope that this helps you, and I hope you like that I fixed my hair up for you. You're so important to me that I dyed my hair. I didn't want to look like crap again in my pictures. And I hope you enjoy my tail in the background here. I'll be doing some more videos in the future specifically around that stuff. So I love you guys. You're the best fans on the planet, and you girls too, and you people who do not identify as any gender. I think I covered everything. Mermaids and mermen, I love you. Have a great day. Bye.